In the previous video, we discussed about the features of the MetaTrader 5. It was quite in detail. I tried to give the brief overview in shorter time. So next we will move to the analysis part of the trading, like how you make analysis on MetaTrader 5, or what tools you need, and how you do preparation for your trade. Let's move to the chart.
So there are three types of analysis. One is the technical analysis, the second is the fundamental analysis, and third is the sentimental analysis. And nowadays another analysis is being used, which is very strange to new people. That one is the statistical analysis. So I will explain step by step what analysis do we have. So in a technical analysis, what happens, we come to the chart simply, and we use our drawing tools to locate the history price movement. Simply go to the time frame in the 4 hour. First of all, we find the trend where the market is heading, because market always moves in a multiple direction. Like it will never come down straight. Market is never gonna come down straight in one direction. It will always come like down, up, down, up, down. This is the basic structure of a price movement. And in technical analysis, we basically analyze this movement of the market. We use different trends. For example, if I clear the chart, you will easily see here what we see, market is moving down. The first part of any technical analysis is finding the trend. Trend means direction of a market, the general direction of a market in which market is going. For example, if market is going this direction, it will never go straight. First it will go up, then it will make a pullback, then it will go back up, again it will make a pullback, and then again it will go up. This is the general and the ideal definition of a trend. In trend, market makes tops, bottoms, tops, bottom. In other people language, everyone use different names for this. Somebody call them tops and bottom, someone will call them HH, higher high and higher low. So when you need to find an uptrend, you need to see if there is a higher high and higher lows are being formed. It means you have an uptrend. But in the case here, if you see here, our market start falling from here in this long direction. We see the market come down, then market went up, then market come down, and it come back. And here it has some waiting period, and then market drop. So this is on a 4-hour time frame, and market is dropping, as you can see. So what you're gonna do, you will look at the market. You have a first lower low. Here we had a higher low, but here we have a first lower low, and then we have a lower high. Then we have another lower low and another lower high. But in this tricky part, we have lower low, higher low, and then lower high. We didn't get any higher from this area. We didn't get any higher from this area. Again we get another lower low, but which is equal to this lower. Then we get another higher low, but this was equal to this. In this part, market was in a range period, but then this range was broken, retested, and market came down, and we got a new fresh lower low. After making a lower low, market went up to make another higher low, which was equal to our previous lower low. So this confirmed here, like we have a lower low, and whatever the direction we will look, it's gonna be the sell part. So this is the example of a technical analysis. In technical analysis, you also use different indicators. What indicator does, every indicator has its own definition. If you come here, you will go back, look for the indicators. You have lots of indicator there. Everyone has this his own functionality. They have their own system to run. For example, adaptive moving average, Bollinger Bands. Let's take a moving average as our example indicator. You go to the 12, you set everything, you come back. Moving average, basically this gives us the dynamic support and range, support and resistance, which is the basic part of the technical analysis. So if you come here, look here, see, without making any line chart or without making any drawing, we can easily see the market is going down, and this is only just by the moving average. So this is the part indicators comes from. People use mostly the MACD to get the signal. MACD basically it's the moving average convergence and divergence, which is the difference between two moving average, and the signal line is the slowest moving average. Whenever the crossover happens between the difference between the two moving average and the smallest moving average, see here crossover is happening, the histogram is going down but the signal line is above, which mean a bearish signal. So whenever the market is here, people will look for the sell signal, and if market was here, like histogram was up, signal was down, so it meant a bullish signal. So what people mostly note here in the MACD, they look for the divergence. For example, market is coming up, but MACD is going up, which meant reversal. And see, MACD is constantly going up, and it was the reverse move at market. Then make another high move. Then we have top here at another divergence. MACD was moving down, price was moving higher, which indicated the market could reverse at any time. And in the result, we have seen both market and MACD, they moved parallel to each other. But here we have seen another divergence. But here we are continuing the pattern. And according to this MACD signal, we have a signal to sell the market. So signals, basically there are three types of indicators: lagging indicators, leading indicators, and custom indicators. In a custom indicator, you can combine different indicators to get the values. So this was the part of the technical analysis and how you make it over the MetaTrader 4. We will go in detail on the technical analysis. This was a very brief overview. Let's move to the next part of the analysis, that is called fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is basically the reason behind these drops and these rallies, how this price move up, how this price move, what is the main driving force behind this. That is the fundamentals. Every currency has four different fundamentals that you need to look at for the currencies. Currency basically represents the economy of any country. It's an indicator like how strong this country is. So when we move to the this is the economic calendar. Today was the NFP, which has a huge fall in the market. You can see at that time when NFP news came out. So the guys who calculated this news and anticipated what the results will come, they executed trade and the market moved in that direction. This is basically the fundamental analysis. So there are two types of fundamental analysis, different for the currencies and different for the companies: macroeconomics and the microeconomics. In a macroeconomics, you study about the economics, big economics like a countries, in which you read about the unemployment, and you read about the interest rate. You see the political sentiments and risk and the political factors in the current currency, inflation, and the fourth one is the Yes, the four one. The one is the interest, inflation, employment, and the political and geopolitical risk factors. So all the news are here. You calculate the news and make analysis on that, because these are the main factors which affect the currency. So let's get back to the chart. Today when the news come, this was the impact of a news, the fundamental analysis. And then there is a sentimental analysis, which is type of the fundamental analysis. But in a sentiment analysis, we have interest of a people, like what they are liking and what they are not liking. So for sentiment and analysis, there are the indicators like PMI. If you look here, you will see sales, state manufacturing indexes. Yes, here we have where is it? Mm-hmm. See, this is the sentimental analysis, Seco Consumer Climate Survey. This is the surveys from the household guys. And then we have the sentiment. Another sentiment news is the PMI, which mostly come around the. This is also the expectations, consumer expect. So sentiment analysis is all about the expectation of the people, which include the managers, which include the people with like they conduct the survey every month and see what people are thinking about where the economy will go. And the third one, the statistical analysis. In the statistic analysis, you look for the open interest of the market, where the people are holding their position. For example, we get the COT report every Friday when the market come. Commitment of traders. In this report, we can easily look at who held which position, who has shorted, who has long, what are the new demands and the new supplies. This is all the data come here in the CFTSC. And for example, you come here and so this is the COT report, where you look for the non-commercial, commercial holders of an asset. Either they are longing the position, they are shorting position, or what they are. So from this, by analyzing these numbers, you can easily indicate where the future supply and demands will be and how the price can react to this. So this was the basic overview of the analysis.